extra stuff off screen. Now everything's set up the way it needs to be now. Welcome to um, the 21st of December. If you guys are not aware, today is winter solstice. I was looking up details this morning, and it looks like winter solstice actually occurs at 8:27 Mountain Standard Time today. So, kind of a cool fact. It's a very specific point in time, and then the days start getting longer, and we, start rotating back towards having more sunlight in the northern hemisphere. I might be okay now.
You were blurry?
I felt super blurry. Yeah. I was less worried about that one.
Don't be blurry.
And then I had a brief moment of maybe it's just my glasses that are blurry, and maybe I'm not blurry. But I think I'm not blurry now. I waved my hands around before I went live, and I think I fixed it. Thank you. Before I went live, what I could see looked crazy, and I thought it might just be my glasses, and it seems to be okay now. So welcome to December 21st. We are on the home stretch for, kids. There's some kids in Calgary that are already done school for the year, like 2023. They're already at home enjoying their days off. Others have half a day of school tomorrow, depending which school board you're in. And then it's all chaos until, the 25th when presents are actually opened, and then kids can sleep again. They're certainly not sleeping at my house this week. They are wired. So I can safely say if you answered our email survey that we released last Monday, we released an email survey recently. I am in the camp of a whole bunch of things are done. I'm actually done my Christmas sewing. Been done my Christmas sewing for a couple days. But I decided to sew things for New Year's. And now we're on the countdown for that. I've got a wedding to go to New Year's Eve, and so two parts to that. I am making a dress because I didn't feel like braving them all to go find a dress to wear. And I'm very excited. I did all the test run through the pattern on the weekend, and it's all going to go together really super slick and smooth when I go to cut into my real fabric. But I took my fabric with me to the nail salon to get my nails done, so my nails will match the dress I'm making. But now the nails are done, and I'm committed to that fabric for a dress, so it has to go well from this point forward. But I was looking at my purse options at home, and the fabric I picked, I don't have a purse at home that matches it. And I don't need a big honkin' purse for a wedding, but I do need something to, like, I'm putting pockets in my dress, so I don't really need pockets for my phone. But I would like to have things like a lip chap or a lip gloss. I'm not a lipstick girl, so I probably won't have that in there. Might like to have some breath mints in my purse for the wedding. I might need keys. So, the fabric for my dress. Maybe I'll show you guys next week. I might have the dress done. We'll show you guys next week. I picked a linen with it's a purple, and there's a print that matches this linen. It's very pretty. And I'll show you guys next week. Or tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. But anyway, I have the fabric picked. I need a small purse, and my daughter's got a dress that I made her for Halloween, and she's 12. She's a tween. I think she's going to want a purse. So I've decided that I'm going to make some purses before then. But I don't really need anything super elaborate and complicated for what we're doing. So I'm going to be making modern clutches for both her and I, so we can each have a swanky little purse. So the modern clutch is a pattern from Pink Sand Beach Designs. It's got that fabulous little clasp at the top, and nice, big enough to, look at that, big enough to hold my phone. That was the goal. Yes, I'll show you guys the dress. Now that I talked about it, there's more commitment. Big enough to hold my phone, breath mints, a little bit of makeup, keys, the bare bones minimum that you would need for a night out at a wedding. So a couple different options if you want to make the modern clutch. This is a hardly any sewing required, and you'll have a purse in 20 minutes, half an hour, if you time it right. And after you do the first one, it'll go together so much better. So the pattern itself, there is a starter pack where you'll get the starter pack that has the pattern included and one frame. So bare minimum is this version, and then you'll pick fabric to coordinate with the project you're making. The other option, if you don't want to figure out what that might look like, we have some kits that come with fabric, frame, and pattern all included. So there's a few of those. This one is a kit, which would be really, really pretty. Some of the ones that the kits have rhinestones included, the rhinestones are included. So hot fix crystals. Give your bag a little bit of bling. It'll be fabulous. So you'll need this starter pack of some sort. If you're like me and you're off to make a couple more afterwards, there's also add-on frames because you don't really need the pattern a second time. So additional frames are sold in 2 packs. So if you wanted to make a whole set for, say, the rest of the bridal party, if you were organizing this wedding yourself, you could get some more frames that would coordinate with whichever bag you're making. Or just pick up a whole bunch of frames and make them for everybody you know, because really they're that quick and easy. Other things you're going to need. I'm going to hopefully not drop the keyboard for the computer on the floor. There's some interfacing you need to give this bag some nice structure. First one being Fusible Fleece. I've got enough there for 4 bags. And the directions for how much you need of these things are on the back of the pattern when you buy it. Peltex. So Peltex is the stiff. It'll give it the firm texture that it needs. Peltex 71F is an iron-on interfacing. Fusible Fleece, one-sided iron-on. And the other one that is also a one-sided iron-on is called Decor Bond. So it's a stiff, crunchy interfacing. So 3 interfacings, 1 soft, 2 quite stiff, and they all get layered onto your outer fabric. I've got this great thing today where I've got step outs to show you. So let me switch cameras here. And we're looking at the outer piece of one of the kits. So this fabric is in a kit. It is stunning. We can fussy cut cute fabrics for the front of this bag if you want. So the front piece of fabric is going to have Decor Bond ironed on first. That's cut as big as the fabric piece for the exterior. Then we have Fusible Fleece. And lastly, there's a template in the pattern to get this kind of wonky shape with the Peltex. So we're going to fuse those all together. The pattern has the shape that you'll need to cut this so that it ends up correct. And this is the outer piece of the bag that will actually fold up and give you the most structure on that outside. We need the inside corners to be a little bit softer so that they actually bend and move with the bag. Peltex won't do that. So 3 layers get fused all together. The next wild step is to sew the backing on right sides together, and then we're going to turn it, and that gets rid of all our raw edges. So not your backing, your lining fabric. And there is directions in there to add a tiny little pocket, which is super cute. Maybe that's where that hotel room key card goes. So it's nice and easy to get to. Not that this is such a big bag that you're going to lose your stuff in the bottom of it. I probably won't put a pocket in any of the ones I make. Probably not. I'm putting pockets in my dress. That's my pocket solution. And then we're going to get one step further along with this bag. Nope, this bag. After we get this layer sewn, then we're going to make ourselves some fancy boxy bottoms, boxy corners. So we're going to sew the sides all the way down the side. Right sides of the bag together. We're going to sew down the sides and then box the corners according to the directions. Kind of makes sense? So box the corners. Get that out of the way. Sew across here. My tip for getting these corners boxed is that you're going to clip this, mark it, and if you start in the center and sew outward, reverse, and then sew to the back, you'll have a way easier time than trying to get up over the hump at the beginning and up over the hump at the end. This is also a great place to use your height compensating tool if you've got a Bernina, or your leveling foot on your brother machines. If you don't know what either of those things are, it could be you need to come to your new owner's class that is included with machine purchase with us. So leveling foot on the brothers, height compensating tool on your Bernina is going to help you get through that nice and smoothly. And we'll make sure that's pressed open. Once the corners are boxed, that gets flipped back, right side out. And then in the pattern, there are directions as to where you need to be marking to get your frame attached. So markings included so that your frame goes on in the right place. And we're going to be gluing your frame in. There's a few different glues available. E6000 is my preferred glue. Gemtac would also work. We need a glue that will adhere to both fabric and metal and will be okay being flexible. So E6000 is my go-to, and E6000 stayed at home today. It was on the counter when I was leaving the house, and then it stayed there. So E6000. The newest bottles of E6000 are coming with precision tips, which make it really super easy to get a bead of glue in the frame here. After the frame is glued in place, we're just going to use a little bit of masking tape to hold it down. My recommendation is that you give yourself enough time that you can glue one side, let it sit for 24 hours, and then come and glue the other side. It will be a little bit tidier, and then you're not trying to keep this taped in place while you manipulate this side to get it installed. After the glue is on and dried and happy, you're going to remove that excess tape holding your frame in place. And then we're going to deal with your wonky little corner bits there. Back to this bag for a minute. So when we flatten the frame all the way out, we're going to be glued like so. Flatten the frame all the way out and tuck those sides inward. The Peltex wants to be shaped this way. That's the stiffest, heaviest layer in our little bag. So it's going to want to just do that all by itself. It's pretty miraculous. But really, the only sewing you're doing on this bag, which is why it's going to take you so long, is around the outside edge of this, holding the front and back together. That's it. That's all the sewing you have to do. And boxing the corners. Like, it's not going to be a whole lot of sewing. There's definitely some time to press your interfacings on and some time to wait for your glue to dry on your handle or on your purse frame. Isn't that like the cutest little bag ever? And what I love about this, it doesn't take a whole ton of fabric. The pattern calls for fat quarter size pieces, but depending what you're doing and what you're making, you might have an offcut from whatever dress fabric you're using. If you're using a woven fabric, maybe you'll find if you're using a knit, you might find a woven that would be nice and close in color. Maybe like me, I've got a print on my dress, so I didn't want a really big, bold another pattern next to the pattern of my dress, so I just picked a solid. You could pick a solid and embellish a different way. So you could add some embroidery. And my recommendation is to figure out the template, take the template from the Peltex, and then line up the embroidery, accounting for that little bit of space you're going to need for your handle up at the top. It's about a 1/4 inch. So we did another video making this where we did embroider a design, and Chelsea's got a great little bag that we did on a little bit of leather. We'll link to that video in the comments below as well. But a little bit of embroidery. Like I said, you could add in rhinestones. We still have this kit. I don't think I found this kit in my search. I did found a few other really cute ones. So, I don't know. Have no fear. Add rhinestones wherever you want. But hot fix crystals are awesome. We've got a bunch of colors and a bunch of sizes available here in the store. So, rhinestone your little modern clutch up. Make it swanky for New Year's. That's my vote for what you're making in the next couple weeks. Next 10 days? 10 days. We got this. So that is my... I have to finish the dress first and then I'll make the bag. But I'll do a show and tell when it's all done. And hopefully that's done before Christmas, so I don't have to panic between Christmas and New Year's about the New Year's dress that is currently not made. We're close, like I said. It's not a complicated dress. It'll be done soon. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I've committed to the internet that I'll have a dress, so here we go. I have a couple more things to show you because we're talking about New Year's things today. Lots of times in the new year, we like to start new projects. And I personally love embroidering. I might still embroider on my bag, we'll see. But there are some very, very cool new designs coming out from Kimberbell next year. Anne has been busy upstairs the last couple days making some fabulous videos that are going to start releasing very, very soon. If they're not... Tyler was working on the one today that will release soonest, maybe by tomorrow afternoon. So there's a new embroidery program starting. First set of designs is releasing January 1st. And this is a new design every month. Lots of them are coming in 2 sizes. So coming from Kimberbell is Digital Dealer Exclusives 2024. You can sign up for individual designs through the month or through the year. Just pick and choose. We've got the whole list up on the web. Or you can choose to sign up for the whole year. And signing up for the whole year is really your best bang for your buck. Because you'll get all 12 designs from all 12 months, plus a bonus design and an embellishment kit for that bonus design, which is going to be super fun. So month 1 is the Hello Spring round pillow. So the embroidery comes in 2 sizes. Nice little one, much bigger one. There is a new pillow form blank from Kimberbell, which is this 12-inch round pillow. And there's different zipper options for the back. Anne has filmed the one with the lace zipper. And I think she hinted that there's going to be a bonus video for the other zipper insertion. So that's month 1. They're super pretty. The initial photos I saw, this laid a little flat. It was a little bit softer than the colors we used. And these ones, I'm just like, I would sneak those home. They're not my colors. I'm going to change all the flowers to orange, but they're cute. The next month, the February design, I think is an absolute scream. It's so fun. The jar toppers from Kimberbell have been an absolute hit. So jar topper releasing. Oh, you could do them in green too. The jar topper is releasing for February 1st. And it has gold coins on the top. Comes in 2 sizes. So whether you have the standard canning jars or the wide mouth jars, there's options for both. And there's a little embroidery, a little tag that you can tag on your jar. We put Werthers in these jars. I personally think they should have chocolate loonies. I'm gonna talk to the candy team here at my sewing room and and voice my opinions. maybe they put Werthers in there because I won't eat them all. Maybe that was the point. But it looks like our little leprechaun buddy has dived right into our jar of candy, and I think it's so stinking cute. So there's embroidery leather in there, mylar and glitter vinyl to give it tons of gold textures. I think, God, it's so much fun. So we've got the video recorded, not released yet for this. It'll be coming out soon. And the other one that we've got that I think is just like so sweet is our What's the Buzz is the bonus design. If you sign up for the full year, you'll get the design for What the Buzz as well as an embellishment kit. And this one I'm just in love with. It's got the little bee keychain and the little tiny chapstick holder. I don't have a chapstick on me right now. But a chapstick will fit in there. Comes with the cute little tassel and the little clip. So that's all in the embellishment kit, as well as both the white and camel colored leather to make your design. So this video is recorded as well, and you'll be able to watch through and make it along with us when you sign up for the full year. These are just 3 of the 13 designs that would be available if you signed up for the full year. So I think you're off to a good start. And one of the things I absolutely love about this is Kimberbell does multiple hoop sizes for lots of their designs. So even if you don't have a massive embroidery hoop right away, you'll still be able to make most of these designs in that 5x7 size. And if you decide you need the bigger version, we can always help you find a machine with a bigger hoop, or help you get a bigger hoop for the machine you already have. But Kimberbell's projects are so well written for somebody new to embroidery. Everything is very, very step by step. And with our added video support, you're going to be able to knock these out of the park and give them to everybody you know, or keep them all for your house. And you can make them in whatever colors you want. Leprechaun legs might stay green, gold coins might stay gold, but that pillow, make it match your house. You've got options there. So if you want to sign up for that, pop on over to mysewingroom.ca and search up Digital Dealer Exclusives 2024 and hit the full access. You'll get the full year and all the cool stuff that is included. There's a whole variety throughout the year, so even if you love 9 but not all 12, sign up for all 12. Those ones that you don't tweak your fancy today might be a perfect gift for somebody else you know. And then, I don't know, modern clutch it up for a classy New Year's. And in the comments today, on today's video, I would love to hear what you're doing for New Year's. Like I said, I'm going to a wedding. It's at a pub. So all sorts of crazy, but it should be a super good time. So let me know what you're up to for New Year's, and if you're needing a fancy bag for such an event, or if you're more of a pajamas and staying at home kind of New Year's person. Doesn't matter. We get to have a good time. Whatever you do. And maybe you're go to bed at 9 o'clock and celebrate with Eastern time zone. Or East Coast time, instead of staying up all the way till midnight out here in Alberta. So, love to hear what you're up to. And promise I will share photos when I get the dress all done. This is a lot of pressure, guys. I'm gonna head home and start sewing, because now that I've admitted this, now I'm all panicked. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening.